we rela masters hela gore o botsa maora batho ba ra hore ke tshwere masters ke tshwere doctorate
a mo khona o kuka machine yorra ka PhD
ya re nya pala yanu ke gore ga ona masters die
William to the last one. Yeah.
la we meeting.
Oh. Hi guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. For another episode of Third Opinion. Now they're reflecting on everything as kids. I'm here today with the glorious Mr. Orson.
Hi, I'm Mr. Orson, the guy with the soprano. Thank you guys for the support, the love, and the everything.
It's the everything.
Subscribe. You know something here. You know, something very cool. But Renale the thon. So, Erin thon.
Thania get the rose amongst the
It's the denial for me.
Yeah. You know, if people knew the jokes that happened before all of this introduction. Hi guys, welcome back to Third Opinion. My name is Shazzy Shaz, and so we have this very serious topic that happened and inspired us to shoot this video.
Headline.
So there's a tweet that was going on that made its way to the Village app also, where I'm talking.
I don't know what they're talking about. We are all in different apps, guys.
The blue app.
Twitter is blue.
Twitter can be whatever color you want. Anyways, so can't get a qualification. There's a tweet that came up. You find yourself relating masters. The masters are they going to serve you a purpose? So the way I understood it, I'm going to give an example of myself.
Can I read the tweet for the people?
Oh, okay.
Oh, please be my guest.
Before you rush off to do that master's or doctorate, ask yourself, do I need this? Stop acquiring degrees just because of ego and bragging rights. The world has moved past that level. The people recognized now are some problem solvers, not certificate carriers with a sense of entitlement.
So I
the entitlement
I said,
for me.
In a way, I would have written it 2-3 years ago. But
I feel like you've had a change of opinion since.
No. Like the context he used, not the context, the words he used, is how I would have written. He wrote it with emotion, but I understood it and I agree with him. I wouldn't have included bragging rights, but he's still right. I did accounting, and then somehow, instead of being a debit and creditor person, I then ventured into microlending. I've been in the microlending business, I think, for 11 years now, and it's any more microlending. Somebody was moved so. And then that's how I got into it. So I think 4 years into it, when I'm then promoted to supervisory, one of the CEOs I was working under, I need to advance my academics, right? And the only thing that came to mind in the office was ACCA or CIMA, I guess. And how is ACC or CIMA going to help me in
microlending?
In calculating credibility. It's more risk management kind of side. So had I listened to these people, I went and did CIMA ACCA. CIMA ACCA won't serve any purpose in the field that I'm in. And ha ke a go batla tiro outside the people that advised me to do so, those people ba ba kwa ntle bone ba go bona something totally different. Should I come with a risk management qualification? It's more sensible. So this is how I understood the tweet. No, okay, o dirile degree, right? But the field you are currently in right now, are you going to do the masters? Will it serve the purpose that you are in? Can we rela masters hela gore o botsa maora batho ba ra ore ke tshwere masters, ke tshwere doctorate? Is it paying you? Is it building you? Is it helping you in any way? Ke go reditse la one ka bo, I know you want to say something.
I don't know. Good, I completely get you. I think maybe the mabaka gore motho a pursue a postgraduate study at the beginning gongwe a bana a se well rooted, because I think I mean I personally, because I'm a postgraduate student and I'm doing a master's, and I've even entertained the idea of doing another master's before going for a PhD. And for me, the decision to pursue a master's qualification was feeling, because for me it was also a way to cement myself in a career path that is very different from what I had studied at the beginning. You started with one thing and then you moved on to Busima and whatnot. So that for me, it's the same thing. Like I studied communications for my undergrad, basically PR type of communication. But then I went into NGO management after I graduated, and that's where I really found my stride. So it was, for me now, studying politics and human rights. It's because this is I want to take my career in this direction. So it's not for me. It's even difficult to understand what dira masters kind of PhD for bragging rights, because the way the way it takes so much out of you. I really feel I don't understand. Maybe you could go into it with that thought.
With the bragging,
but you'll run out of steam and leave, because it takes so much. I have
remember,
to be
bragging rights, like we had Austin had said earlier off this recording, is that like a situation where the qualifications that are more praise one. My daughter is a doctor. My son ke teacher, you know. So status, those are the kind of bragging rights I had in mind when he was talking about that on his tweet.
From the jump, because if you're pursuing a degree of if you're pursuing any level of study, we can even any kind of job, we if you're doing it for those reasons, then from the jump I would say don't do it, babes, because good, as long as your identity is so linked with that specific achievement. How would change something while
you can still do your degree. You can still do your degree with proper intentions and focus. But then how to accounts and starting salary
marketable
10,000. And it was so marketable. It was marketable, but so you are going to get a job anywhere and everywhere. But then how after Hellas graduate, there are no jobs, you know. But then why am I going to do SEMA if I can't find a job? Because I'm going to get AAT one time. But SEMA so that
I think to set yourself apart from other applicants, I think it's a valid opinion. It's a valid reason from
I understand this guy's statement, because first thing that he mentioned is like a need. Like this should be a need.
Basis.
Because like our needs are different. Some people we are at different levels of needs right now. Like Lala, when you're fulfilling your need of getting your master's, and now I'm fulfilling, like right now I'm fulfilling my need to study to become a teacher, and someone is fulfilling a need. They're trying to fulfill the basic needs, by making sure they've got security, they've got food. Our needs are very different. So that's guy I'm making sure talk. And when I read the comments on this post, people were attacking him, thinking discrediting people to go out and study. And besides that ego thing, that guy is not actually saying do not go and study.
No, he's not.
Go and study.
But study for the right reasons.
Will add value to you, your professional life, or anything. Because right now, it's true. PhD nowadays, but I'm more gonna cook machine your PhD. Can you
and they also
actually
give you
do-
scenarios
So-
even with
so-
your PhD we're thinking should you be in a situation how would you solve it? That's where the
I think
part
that's one thing that we
you
also
carry
need
your
to speak
PhD,
about.
yes, but can you solve problems on the floor?
I think that's one. That's what these are transferable skills. You know what I think? I think any employer is looking for somebody who has transferable skills. Like you say, can you? If we're in a time of crisis, can you manage the crisis? Can you also do other things other than being here with your pretty degree?
Imagine-
Toner hedile mo copiering o khona go change toner ha motho wa arabe megala se o tsetse eno ta khona gore wa arabe megala because motho o dule wa lwala kana tla bo le ho on some na batho nkana ke video ya doctors mamanga se mon ka araba
Exactly. I was gonna say that when to bolo ko tirong te bor na me a ke promote week in a PhD, but are you able to do the work?
Yes.
Someone with only a degree is able to do that.
Because I think that's what's important is to have transferable
that
skills.
what-
I think
that's
that's one
what
thing
he
that
meant when-
even skills that like skill sets that are needed, that employers are looking for, that have been trending for the last 5-10 years. It's all transferable skills, and it's all things like the most
Exactly.
basic things. And I've seen this happen. This happened a lot of times. What's an officing and you're like Dr. Austin in passaging. Dr. Austin, I've been trying to call your office the whole day. But let them officing. Le rata gona pala yo gona go pika mogala. And people just feel like I'm phone because I'm above this kind of qualifications. It's like Good, it goes back to about also even
like
your own
calibers,
personal
calibers,
branding. Come say, I
calibers.
have an opening go to run up no application doctors you highly needs. Rekaita simile he hingar mo tyo chi bandi no chasing.
I think one other thing, people by mistaken are like I said, studies because something that they feel good after studying. Yes, that is a need. If it satisfies you to feel good, when you feel good, you act good, you do things good. There's on this hierarchy of needs and the self-actualization. That is a point where you're doing something now,
fulfilled.
Yeah, to feel fulfilled. And obviously, when somebody is very fulfilled and
they are much
happy,
better
they
employee,
can
much
perform
better
very
human
well.
Yeah.
So
And he's also not taking away those who already have the masters and the doctorate to
High
brag.
score,
No,
hello,
honey, go on and
nobody-
brag. Don't keep quiet about
Hey.
it. It's your achievement.
You
You're
worked
happy
hard.
about it. But what
But
he was
choose-
just saying is that
choose
I
something
made
that will be very beneficial to you, to your life, to whatever.
Yes.
Maybe when we thought about egos, hey, I've got papers, problem solvers, a master of everything at work. No, it doesn't necessarily mean those like I don't know if I can have anything to say. Sharon in Tuesday, okay,
Wait,
Masters.
but
is the explaining for me? Someone actually said that is because.
Can I also tell you something?
Let
Can
me
I tell you
clarify
guys
this,
something?
guys.
And I said it doctorate.
I chose not to do masters. Nikki masters. I know it's maybe it's from a cheap university, whatever. This Amity masters, I dropped them because I decided otherwise. Now I'm finishing my second degree, so I chose a different path. I'm a teacher now, so I'm doing teaching, and I'm not gonna lie,
And
it
it's
has
going to
really,
help
really
you.
helped.
It's going to
it
help
has-
you with
it has
what?
already
Yes.
already helped
With,
me
already,
because
with what you're doing.
right now, when it comes to things like
Yeah.
child psychology, that's what we did. I understand phonics, I've said in one of my YouTube videos that you separate hore, like the way I speak now is way different from like 4 or 5 years ago. The way I pronounce words, the way I articulate myself, because that's what we do in my degree. We do presentations, we learn how to arrange words, we learn the grammar of saying things. So it's adding value to me and my performance at work as well. I could have just went on and did my master's in financial and control, and I set in. Masters.
I think another thing.
So, and I like busy got the various certificates.
I think
Yes, Lala.
I feel that there's we're about doing it for the right reason. I think there's value in. I think maybe people are doing it for the wrong reasons. It'd be like feeling pressured because I think also masters. For me personally, I've never seen that as a good port of call because sometimes these things change. I knew, to tell the honest truth, not one of my goals, I knew I wanted to have a master's degree by a certain age. Because but I'm still well within it. But for me, even going for my undergrad, I knew I need to get an undergrad degree so that I can get my master's degree. But I also knew at that point when I was doing my undergrad, I wasn't sure which masters I wanted to do. And so for me, what made sense was to go into work first and establish myself because okay, but I enjoy this job, but actually this is not what I want to do with the rest of my life, and then do a master's degree that changes that course. I think another great opportunity about postgraduate learning is it's an opportunity for you to change the course of what you're doing. You can start off with a finance degree and then decide to go pursue a master's in art or whatever, because as long as you're able to link those two, go do a master's in psychology or something, whatever, as long as you're able to link your future goal with that current study, I think you're perfectly fine. So I still want to go back to school. I'm at a point where I don't know if I'd want to go for another master's now or for a PhD, but
I'm tired of school.
And then, but I don't know.
I hate school. Yeah.
So in closing, guys, if it was you, how would you have written that tweet, Sharon?
The new me.
The new shares. How would you have laid down your words?
I think I would have removed the bragging rights. Well, not wisdom, like a bragging rights. Yes.
Okay.
So how I would have approached it would be, people should be mindful of the career path, about the advancements, academic advancements in the career path they're already in. Don't go do a master's qualification looking at the degree you have, but you are in a totally opposite career path. Because people, but we've had academic qualifications and then we went in a totally different path when it came to career. Yeah, something.
I think I would. But I think what I would say is, I personally, of course, now I vouch for I've vouched for further education. Not that it's a personal passion of mine. Like further learning is a big passion of mine, and I feel even if it's not pursuing a master's or pursuing,
not a
if you
problem
feel, I think
to
further
study,
learning is
yeah.
an opportunity for you if you feel that your career needs changing. Because I think it's one way to break away from the linear career paths. A lot of us that's how you pursue career advancement. It's one way to change that. And also I think for personal growth, and it's not just the master guys, and you're working, say if you get into a supervisory role and you have never learned about accounting and bookkeeping, so that how would the financial statement you know,
Level
6
to
months, say 3
Yes.
months, something, whatever it is. So that you're also able to build yourself and add value to yourself. Just don't be that idiot who just bragging rights. Yes, you are right. Me, I'm
Idiot. Idiot again, that will get people all emotional.
Well, now what he said, the first statement that he said, I will just leave it just like that, and probably just say nothing else. Don't rush to do masters. Choose something that will be a need for you and will add value in your other endeavors. That's all. I will just put the last statement.
And
your endeavors. Other than that, guys, that we just haralad it. When you're not in nail tech, you can go and check Sharon's wall. She talked about nail tag. Nail tag.
I did not say that.
Tuning in.
I was saying there's no point in you telling us you have a master's degree
Sharon,
in economics and then being a nail tag. Somehow, I know one lady.
Sharon, but in closing, guys, don't feel pressured to anything that you don't want to do. Think about it. If you want to apply for the Shivani scholarship, which I am a Shivana, how can I, reach out to me. But first of all, check the Shivani website. Go to the website so that you come to me with proper questions. But I think in closing, we all have opportunities for growth. It's just identifying which direction you want to grow in. Thank you for watching this episode of Third Opinion. Follow us, like us, subscribe, tell your friends. We are
BW.
Bye, guys.
Give us your opinion. Shout out to my mother. Can I give a shout out to my mother because she watches every single episode? Love you, mother.
We done put it last yeah. I been getting a lot of coach lately.